I'm Sonia, and I'm going to be talking about our planning of our group. And basically, the workers that are going to be involved are going to be our licensed social workers. And we're going to have some attendant care workers that are going to be working in the field to help the kids out with different questions they may have. But for the initial consultation, they'll come into the center and, speak with the social worker and go over the planning and so forth. Our supervision as far as how we're going to supervise these kids and the consultation. Any sections that may be needed for follow-up, we're going to cover in that so that we know how many attendants that we may need in the field for these girls. As far as our group format, our format is going to be age appropriate, where they're going to be in similar groups. They're going to be from similar backgrounds. Ethnicities, we tend to want to be diverse in that area because we think it's important for them to get different views from different places. So that's going to be important for us to do. Our resources, basically, we're going to have a counseling service where the social workers will be able to counsel the girls on different issues that they may have that, the attendant care workers are not able to answer for them. And also Planned Parenthood services, if they need to be referred to them because they have gotten pregnant again and they need, to decide if they want to give the child up for adoption or keep the child, they will be there for those services for them also. And also the schools and communities are going to be a big part in our groups as far as talking to these girls at school. They're going to actually give us the opportunity to come in and speak to girls and young men about planning, and pregnancy and all of that. They will have limited services, so, most of it is going to fall on us to be able to go out in the communities and kind of interject what we need to do for these girls and the services that they will need. The format will be as such that group members will be allowed to volunteer to help in other groups. So let's say that they've been through our group before and they learned and they want to be involved so that they can help other girls. Well, they're going to be allowed to come back and volunteer and be able to counsel, which we think is a good thing because then the girls will be able to see that it worked for someone else and it can work for them. These groups will be similar, like I said, in diversity. They will have the opportunity to interact with the other members, and I think that they will be able to gain the additional strengths that they'll need out in the communities and in society to make better choices.
What proportion of the curriculum will deal with family planning? How much teaching will that include in the curriculum?
Well, that's going to be most of the curriculum.
Okay.
Because if you look at it, a lot of these girls' background is from areas of not having a father at home or parents being absent or being raised by grandparents. So they didn't have that stability and what they needed to make the right choices. So the curriculum is going to be based around all of that. That's why we do that initial consultation, so we can find out that background information and make sure that we are making the appropriate choices for them.
Okay, and then I had a question as far as wanting social workers. What kind of special expertise or experience are you wanting them to have, or if any at all?
Well, I would like to have, or I should say that we would, like for the social workers to be specialized in clinical, so that they have the ability to sit in a group sitting or in an individual setting with them. And they can make the determinations based on a treatment plan for that child or for that young adult. And I think that, that's going to be the best way to go.
Okay. I think that was my only question. Do you guys have any other ones?
No. That's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for proposing that, Sonia.
You're welcome.